Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Following his sold-out 30-show Fib Friends comedy tour, TikTok's Crush and New York Comedy Festival's Comic to Watch, Connor Wood is bringing his one-liners to nearly 20 more cities across the U.S. and beyond. "It's been awesome," Wood, 28, told our channel ahead of his Houston show on Tuesday, June 11th. "I've loved going to these cities that I've never been to and having a full sold-out room at every one of them." Wood, who goes by the username @Fibula on TikTok, where he's garnered nearly 40 million likes, began building a dedicated fanbase online with his quirky and relatable comedy videos. When he teamed up with fellow TikTok star Brooke Averick, aka @Lady Efron, in January 2022 for their podcast, TMG Studios' Brooke Connor Make a Podcast, his audience expanded to unprecedented levels. During the first run of his comedy tour earlier this year, Wood's fans snatched up all 700 tickets at the Bell House in Brooklyn before he even announced the show. Wood had mentioned that he was going to do a show in New York on the podcast, and fans found the venue site on their own. "The podcast has definitely had the biggest reach for me," Wood told us. "So that's been really cool because I say everything on the podcast, so these people really know me." On accident. In fact, Wood said he doesn't even need to set up his jokes at comedy shows because his fans already know him so well from the podcast. "They like to ask about very specific things," he said. "They'll be like, 'How's your mom's toe?' And I'm like, 'How do you know about my mom's toe?' And I forget. Like, I told you guys about my mom's toe on the podcast." While Wood's first ever comedy tour has been hugely successful, that doesn't mean there haven't been hiccups along the way. His final set of shows in his home state of Texas got delayed due to an unprecedented storm right before he caught up with us. "I sat on the podcast and I was like, I can't believe it. Nothing went wrong on tour," he told us. And immediately everything went wrong, like acts of God. Like any skilled comedian, Wood handled the unexpected change with grace and a touch of humor. "There's definitely group chats that I'm not in with my high school friends, and my college friends that are like, 'What's gonna happen tonight?'" he told us ahead of his hometown show. "My parents are in the other room and they're coming tonight with a bunch of their friends, so that'll be interesting too. I've had to tweak a little bit of the set because I don't want to ride home with them and have to explain some of the jokes." As Wood has gained experience and confidence, he has also incorporated more crowd work into his comedy show. "It's fun for everybody. I think people like being involved and this engagement lets people be a part of the show," he told us. "There's some fun stuff that I think people are gonna respond really well to, or they might hate it, that's always a possibility. But they haven't yet, so odds are good." Tickets for the Fibs Friends tour are on sale now.